Go.
3, 2, 1, and now, live from Studio City, somewhere on Vancouver Island, it's the Chuck and Bear Show!
Hey.
Starring Chuck and Bear!
Hey, another special show here. Hey, Chuck, we got a special one tonight. We have, without a doubt, one of the most unusual guys that has ever played soccer in this town. And he's not sweet. He's a bit on the girly side, but not
Well,
sweet.
that's what I got to tell you about today, is that we usually go to the dangerous sports. We go to the manly sports, the ones that you stare danger in the eye. But today we're going to take a little twist, and we're going to have a tribute to Craig Derek Gerard,
Our man,
Skippy.
Skippy, and we'll get into that story later.
Aha. So, tribute to Craig. Craig, once upon a time, in his teenage years, wanted to be a rock star. And he was in an all-boy lip-sync
He's in
band.
an all-girls band.
Well, in those days, the hair was so darn long,
Oh.
you couldn't tell the boys from the girls.
Chuck, remember that? That's when the Swedish influence came in here?
Oh.
The Swedes came drifting in here, started that long hair business,
That
and what did we
fluffy
wind up
blonde
with?
hair,
We wound up
fluffy.
with those ridiculous looks. I'm glad to see Irish getting their head shaved like good Canadian boys.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, because your hockey helmet doesn't fit. with
No,
it.
and I understand this is the lip sync group he got kicked out of because he forgot the words. Is that true?
That's right.
Yeah.
Actually, he's the only lip sync singer that stutters, and they could only play The Who's "My Generation."
Well, that's right. Nobody can go good like he can. I mean, he's the best.
He had
He's the
it.
best
He
I've
had it.
ever heard. You know, many's a time I say, Craig, pass me the ball, and you go, good, and I knew what he's talking about. You know,
Yeah.
because if Swede, they're trying to stuffle it out, can't get anywhere with it.
Swede's
Craig's different. He's
Yeah,
different.
he's different.
And what do we got next? What's the next shot here?
The next
Craig's
shot here
interesting fact.
is their band, their lip syncing band, did an album, and they did it at Abbey Road Studio. And Craig went out and decided just to take on a couple of British guys, and there he was out there.
And as you can see, through our technology, once again, we're going to be able to show you which one of these is actually Craig. So, okay, Tech Man, can we have the thanks? Okay, now here we go.
This is the Tech Man's finger.
This is the Craig.
I think.
There's Craig. Thanks, Tech Man.
Thank you.
So yeah, they did the lip syncing. Their album went nowhere because they
That's very much like his soccer career.
well, unfortunately, his album was 78 RPM, and his soccer career is 16 and 6.
That's right. Though I've heard, he did. I heard when they recorded his music, it only came out as a whine, and that's why they couldn't do anything with it. It was just that whiny noise. So
Yeah.
we didn't know what to do.
Evidently, he was a big influence on Nirvana.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Nothing on top.
No.
That's right.
And then Craig, after abandoning his career in music for good reason, to be the only air guitarist in an all-organ band, he had to move to another sport. And this is a sport that I don't know how much the Swedes had an influence because it's frozen up there. But Craig joined the beach volleyball circuit.
Tech Man, you better just help the audience out there. Thanks, Tech Man.
So he was out there in the sands of California, spiking and volleying and setting.
I heard he was spewing as well.
Oh, he was spewing late at night. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
But as it turns out, he was really unsure of which side to go on. The women's tour, the men's tour.
He always did have that problem. He always
Yeah,
did have
well,
that problem.
that's
We're an open liberal society. Not like the Swedes. We can take that from some of our boys. As long as don't bring it to the showers. Just don't bring it to the shower.
No, the prostate exam is enough in the showers.
That's
We
enough.
don't need
We don't
anything
need
more
any more
than
than
that.
that.
And so his pro volleyball career really went forward. He was
Tech Man, you better help out the audience, the studio audience there.
in this particular
Thank you.
scene. This is his team. He in there, you can see that he doesn't have that beach tan that everyone has because he picked up an endorsement for suntan lotion SP80.
SB80. Tell me about that, Chuck. That sounds
Well,
pretty important. That's technical.
That's technical because when you suntan and you put SPA80 on, the sun rays do not penetrate you.
Oh, it's very much
So-
like his teacher used to say when she was trying to explain things to him in the lecture. Nothing was penetrated.
Nothing's penetrated.
Oh, so that's probably where he got the idea from. Oh, that Craig's smarter than he looks.
Shall we leave that for discussion? Yeah.
We can make, know what? I think we're about ready to open the phone calls, and we'll get a few maybe of his former students, believe it or not, that Skippy Gerard, little Skippy Gerard,
Little Skippy Gerard.
used to be.
Mr. Skippy.
Oh,
Mr.
I guess
Skippy.
he is Mr. Skippy.
Yeah.
We're not talking the peanut butter spread here. We're talking important influence
So
on the children
I
of the city.
see, we've got the high-tech phone this year, and I see the blinking on the phone. Line 1, go ahead.
Oh, hi guys. Am I on? Am I
You're on,
there?
you're on,
Okay.
caller, you're on. What do you got?
Oh,
What's
that's awesome, man. Really awesome. Craig George was one of my teachers at Vic High.
Probably the
Yeah.
best 4 years of your
Yeah.
life there, grade 12.
Yeah, grade, no, well, 5 actually, but
Oh.
when I finished, he helped me get this job down at Capital Lion.
Oh, there you are.
Capital
Yeah,
Lion.
Capital Lion. Yeah.
Skippy, a benefactor to the
Yeah, and I'm
community.
still, it's an awesome place to work, and he was an awesome teacher.
So
Awesome.
how would you describe your teacher?
Awesome.
Uh,
He's awesome.
Is it awesome?
There's no other word to describe, man. Just,
Oh, yeah,
Awesome.
awesome.
well,
yes.
yeah. Anyway, and
And what did he? What kind of things did he? What kind of philosophical ideas did he push on you as a young man?
philosophical? What?
If
Yeah.
you could describe what you learned most in one word, what would you say?
Awesome, man. Awesome.
great.
Just a very articulate individual, and I think thanks a lot, caller. But I think
Okay.
we'll move on. We got a
Move
whole
on,
board
we've
here.
got a whole board lit up. Go ahead, line 3.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey,
This is,
how you
I
doing?
recognize
sorry, I got
that.
something wrong with my throat here. This is Duncan calling.
Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan. I called before. I called
You've been
before.
on the show before.
Yeah, but I'm not Duncan this time. No.
Oh, where would you be,
I'm in the
Duncan?
parking lot of the brand new revitalized Red Lion Inn,
Oh,
which is next to Vic High was one of Craig's main institutions. You know.
That's
Yeah.
right, because
Yeah.
you recall their lip syncing band.
yes.
They
Yeah.
used to play for the girls before the showers,
That's-
and everyone thought the band's name was Nude Day, but it was Nude A.
That those guys could play with the words, couldn't they?
Oh, they could.
And I hope they're not playing with each other.
Well, one of them's still playing with the words. He's beating us in the legislature now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I heard now there's a bit of lip syncing going on there too.
Yeah, that was just not a snare drum and a tom-tom we're talking about.
So back to the caller now.
Yeah, am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on, caller. No, give me just a second here now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you call from the red line before?
That was someone else. I called from Duncan last time.
Oh, it's Duncan.
Oh.
From Duncan's Donuts.
Yeah, but now I'm at the Red Lion because that's where Craig and I used to hang out together. And, we had our regular seats on Gynecology Row there.
Oh,
That's where Craig came up with the most brilliant idea, and I got to share it with you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
It never
caller.
did take off.
You know, wait, oh, you
I
got
hope
10,
this
you got
idea is
10
awesome.
seconds, caller.
Okay,
You got 10
it's an
seconds
absolutely
before
brilliant idea. Craig had this idea for nude synchronized swimming. Unbelievable. And it just never took off, and I thought, the Olympics never accepted it, but it was such a good idea that I just thought I had to bring it up here. I mean, somebody's got to know about this.
It's
right?
fun. We had
You
another
could have-
person on the show in the past. Sorry, caller, to interrupt, but little Danny Green was also into synchronized swimming, and he, I understand, wanted to do the nude. So they could have been paired up.
Yeah.
Possibly world champions.
The,
Well, no,
pro-
they
the
didn't want-
problem with nude synchronized swimming is the lift. Sometimes if you miss the foot, you're in deep trouble.
See, Craig didn't want to do it himself. He wanted to coach an all-women's nude synchronized swimming. That's what it was.
But I understand that he tried out for the women's
Well, he-
synchronized swimming team and got cut because he was too
Well-
feminine. Is that true?
It is. Actually, that's part of the, that's why, one of the reasons why it never took off, you see, because they thought he was going to be the coach, and then he went and joined it, and,
Well, that's great. Call. We should take a break. We got to pay some bills here, and so thanks again, caller. Call in next
Okay,
time you get
bye.
a chance. And now we're going to take a break
We'll
for
leave those
commercial.
phones open during the commercial, and we'll get right back to you. So,
And Chuck, as usual,
hey,
here we go. And out.
whoa. You tired of that humdrum job that you've got? Sitting there 8 hours a day, digging.
Usual.
Hey,
Here we go. And out.
whoa. You tired of that humdrum job that you've got? sitting there 8 hours a day digging a hole in the ground. Well, maybe we have an opportunity for you. The Craig Girard School of Physical Education and Taco Making can teach you how to be a PE teacher in only one weekend.
Just relax, just play it through. Fuck! Get out of the way, you heathen!
Yes, in only one weekend, you too can have the job of your dreams from the Craig Girard School of Physical Education and Taco Making.
Hey, I took the Craig Girard School of Physical Education in the weekend. I was going nowhere, but my future is rosy. Come on, kids, time to play. Go. Hey, we're back to Chuck and Bear Show. Chuck, how you doing, buddy? Hey, that was a good one.
That was a great career.
Hey, that's been one of our most wonderful sponsors, generous to a fault. They've done a heck of a job out there with a lot of people that feel desperate in their life.
And results. They've got
You
results.
saw the results. The Craig Girard Weekend School of
Physical Education and Taco Making.
It's a great.
It's
think
a
something-
good career move.
Something to think about. Now we're going to get time for one more phone call before we move on.
Okay, line 7.
Now, hello there, guys. Remember this talk about some unknown guy named Craig Girard, whoever the hell that is? I'm sorry for my language, but you guys should be talking about the hockey strike. I mean, come on.
Hockey? Do you know what I mean hockey schmocky, do you? Well, we got to talk
Have we
about
got a
it.
ding-a-ling here?
Yeah, I guess we got to talk about it.
Finish
It's
it
on
off,
everybody's
finish it
mind.
off before we cut you.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. Chuck, I guess we're going to have to face the fact about this NHL strike. I don't care what any of you guys say out there. It was fine while we had the good old Canadian boys out there, odd American, you know, as long as that Canadian.
And the Americans are right.
They are, and we can agree upon that. We can accept that. But when it comes down to it, you know, like remember back in the old days, Gordy, bang, bang, the Gordy.
Oh, 5,000 a year, top of his.
Bobby Bonds skated the whole Stanley Cup game with a broken foot. We love that stuff.
Sweet.
You say the
Hangnail.
sweet.
Hangnail.
And now they want the big money. So who is the problem today? It's the Swedes. You know, and hey,
Who's
somebody
ready?
open that door out there. How come that door is open?
Holy necro.
What the hell is it? Is that what I think it is?
I think it is.
Holy cow, we've had enough of that. Take this, you Swede. Whoa, that was quite a moment.
Nice shot.
Oh, thanks, Chuck.
That was short and sweet.
Oh, one of my sweet and sour vests. Pause.
Well, now that we got rid of that little interruption, back to the tribute to Skippy. Craig Girard, remember his beautiful
Skippy.
time there,
Skippy,
his
Skippy.
beach volleyball? Well, there's an astounding shot of him there, digging one out with his favorite
Mr. Techman,
spiker.
you better help out the audience on that.
You can show us where that would be Craig, and the
Thanks, Mr. Techman.
air-filled ball would be the volleyball.
That's not a hit.
Craig ended up doing a lot of modeling after his career, and he was a little concerned about finding something new, and he did. He invented the man's toque. The man's toque. He and a few snowboarding buddies decided this was the wave of the future.
Mr. Techman, we better point out what exactly that is. And I want to point out the audience when Mr. Techman's in there. Those aren't Swedish guys. Those are Canadian guys. We want that sorted out. Only in Canada, in cold weather like that, would you need the large size.
I think also that our tech man should be using his pinky on
That's
Craig.
right. That's right.
So
It seems
Craig invented these. They didn't seem to go much because frostbite has no boundaries. And at the tip of your toque, sometimes that frostbite is worse
Oh,
than a Jewish
there's
circumcision.
nothing worse than a cold head.
So Craig came back to modeling and soccer.
Oh,
And what a career in soccer he's had.
Perhaps we should get into how he got the name Skippy.
Oh, do we have a guest for that?
I think we do have a name for a guest here. Now, this is a special guest. We brought him out. We've gone to great lengths to keep his name and identity secret. And so we like to call him up Craig's former friend.
This is Mr. MC.
Hi, Mr. MC. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay. Now, would you tell us, you seem to know the secrets of this special nickname that Skippy, that would be Craig, developed. Could you tell us the details of that?
Well, it only happened once that I knew of, but I've heard other stories that this happened.
Oh, so are we talking conspiracy?
Well, kind of. We were sitting in some place in Cadbury Bay.
That would be Smuggler's
Smuggler's,
Cove,
thank you.
pub,
Smuggler's
and
Cove.
liquor store
And
for your convenience.
Having a quaff after class, you know. Craig and I like to go down and have a couple of quaffs after school, you know, just to relax from the tension of school.
So we're not talking, this didn't happen in the last while. This has been a lifelong thing.
Well, a few times, yeah. That's what I know. I was only there once. I only saw it once.
Okay.
And we finished our beer, and Craig went to the bathroom, and I waited, and he never came back. And I'm stuck with the bill. I mean, $4.95 for a beer. I mean, come on, plus tip.
And you're a teacher.
Well, he's
And so
a
he
teacher.
skipped out. So hence
Skippy.
Skippy, yes.
Skippy. Well, and you're saying that this has been going on and on and on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have another story about Craig.
Oh, okay, let's hear it. I mean, well, we
This-
have enough time for another story?
Have we got time?
Okay, this
Yes,
is very
right,
quick,
one
but,
more story.
His other nickname, he belongs to the secret society that a couple of teachers belong to. Oh, of course, not me, but I just know about this.
Oh, okay.
But he's known as one of the Nancy boys.
Oh.
It all started out quite innocently. It started out, we were just reading, he was just reading Nancy Drew books.
Oh, I saw him the other game at halftime, and last week he had one of them.
Yeah. And then he decided to reenact the part. So he started dressing up like Nancy. And then things progressed. A few of us joined the club. I mean, some of these guys joined the club.
Nancy Drew, is that detective work? Or
Until he got into the silk and the satins.
Ah, so
And,
he's undercover.
He's yes. So he's been known to dress the part, if you know what I mean.
Slink around.
But
Slink
it
around.
is a secret society. Nobody knows about it. It's called the Nancy Boys. There's only 2 members. And I don't know who the other member is, but we're looking for it.
So there it is, a Chuck and Bear exclusive, Craig Gerard, the Nancy Boy.
The Nancy Boy and Skippy, the true story. Well, thanks, guests. And we're going to have to come back again some other time, but we don't know if we can afford to keep you a secret as we did
And
this
don't give up
time.
my name.
Okay, we won't.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
we won't. All right. And now we're going to take a slight pause, and then we'll be back with the finale to wrap the Chuck and Bear show up for another week. And here we go. Ready, Chuck?
Wait a sec. Oh, I found my ball. Hey, that was a good second.
Okay, we're back, and we're going to be wrapping up the show now. It's been a pretty special show, but I guess we shouldn't go any further without mentioning why we're having this special tribute to Skippy Gerard. It is his 50th birthday, 50, and we understand he went down to see a seer. And we're going to get a picture of Craig in the future. We have a couple other things that Chuck is going to explain as we go along here, and I'm going to pass it on to Chuck.
Well, we have a couple of souvenirs of Craig at his best. Right now, you probably are looking there, and you're seeing him on the bench where he justly deserves to be. And there he is. He's dreaming
Mr.
of
Techman,
Nancy
you better
Drew.
point out Craig there.
There you go.
There you go.
There's Craig dreaming of Nancy Drew.
As you see, we spare no cost in the technological advantages that we've given this show to give it that little special extra.
And then last Christmas, he went to Santa and whispered in Santa's ear, "I'd like the whole set of Nancy Drew mysteries."
Oh, that was a little rascal.
Oh, and there are a
Little
lot of
Skippy
mysteries
the
with.
rascal.
So we went to a seer. We said, "What's the future for Skippy?" He's had a brilliant career in beach volleyball. He's designed the men's toque.
Wait a second, before we go further, I remember interject here now. Wasn't there a situation why he quit the gay volleyball? Or was it something to do? I know what it was. he was being stalked by a bald-headed Dutchman. Now, whatever became of that incident?
Well, the professional volleyball people got in the way and stuck their finger in the dike, holding that Dutchman back.
Oh, so I heard the Dutchman based out of there because it wasn't going to be a Dutch treat.
No.
Okay,
And,
sorry.
and in Craig's position, he's not a spiker, he's a setter.
He's
a setter.
He looks right at home in front of the fireplace.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways,
Okay.
so we went to a seer and we said, what is the future for Skippy? Will he continue to play soccer? She conjured up this very image.
No, there you now. No, I think it's more technical expertise here. Mr. Tech, can we have you in here for a second? Show.
That would be the soccer ball, and that's Skippy.
And you see-
that's Skippy's Nancy Drew mystery.
That's right. And that's and he'll have him finished by then, I bet.
Oh, I sure
I hope so.
But watch his bookmark.
I mean, he's been reading them now for 42 years, and he's up to book 3.
That's
so
right.
He's on fire.
Well, he took that speed reading course.
Oh, God,
After an hour, his lips get tired.
That's right.
There we go. So, it's about time for us to sign off.
It is that.
Thank you all for joining us for this tribute to Skippy, and we'll see you, if not now, in the near future.
Okay, and now we're going to say goodbye. Thanks, everybody.
Yay.
The Chuck and Bear Show.
Skippy.
or stuff like that. But I mean, it's more like, you know, whatever made it through the last drought, that's what we stick with.